in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
6-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Mustang 19. 60 by 6. Huh. Traffic.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commander's first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That one is brought in by Terry McClure. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready? Set Cougar 19. 70 Ranger, 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Swing this one out to White. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
60 Bison.
Commanders first down.
Daniels now on first down. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4, and now he's got his offense set up here early with first and goal.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Daniels to throw on second down. This one caught at the 4.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They've gotten to the 2 on this opening drive, but now it's third and goal.
Bronco 80. Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19.
Throwing is Daniel. It is brought in the end zone. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Cousins going to throw to start things. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Odafe Owe getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. keep him in the pocket, keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. He works free, right side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. From low, no better. When I got rich again.
Get up. Hey, 70 Lions. Get up.
On 1st down, Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday. Returns after this. First and 10. Daniels with a give to Krowski Merritt. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Right back to Krowski Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10.
Tag. Hawk 70. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check, hurt. Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McClure. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard
Come on.
line.
Set. Ready.
They run with White. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
12-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Get it. 60 Bison, 6.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Ready.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Mustang 19, Cowboy 80.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Moving left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's to the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
making defenders look silly out there. On his way into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Commander. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Moody's extra point is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Cousins. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. That one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd down and 2.
Hey, Steamer. Hey, can. First. Hey, we're good.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, Max Fulton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
31 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Gay's kick
The kick
is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
Raiders 10.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Daniels now on first down. Swing this one out to White, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Buffalo 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It leads to second and 10.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bob. Warriors 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing on second down. Daniels. McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Tucker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Listen to me.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the Commanders' 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. They'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Steven. Hey, we're good. What's that?
Throwing now, Cousins. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Yellow.
Cousins now. That's taken in. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Raiders, 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
They run out of the gun with Genty. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, Cousins. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are back within a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 7 Pirates. 7. Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10
18,
at the
right here.
35-yard line.
Let's go. Buffalo 8, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60, tag, 60, 19, target, Warriors, 70. Steady.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Open right side is a Gunkwo. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Get up. Motion. Crack all 80.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Check out.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Max Crosby, in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's Daniel. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Gun.
Man in motion here is Tucker.
Gun.
They'll send a man in motion left.
What's that?
They keep it on the ground with Genty. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this one past the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Vegas.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
He'll run. And he'll get about 5.
Genty, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up now for second down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They still have all 3 timeouts. And here we go with first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one caught by Tucker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now second and inches.
Complete to Trey Tucker. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you won't kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here is first and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's brought down, but but they are out of timeouts. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout here on the field. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Throwing his cousin. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
On for the point after.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is first and 10.
Track, trap 60, trap, Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, Cup 19, 19 Lions, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19, 18 Pioneer.
Here we go. One final play. Now pass deep for McClory. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.